A very good Friday afternoon to you. I hope I find you well today. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Manchester today. Beautiful blue skies, little white wispy clouds, and not too hot. One of those days, actually, where it's just right. Going to be a great day for tennis today. We've got the men's semi-finals today. 4 great players involved, and looking forward very much to watching as much of those 2 matches as I can. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to watch all of both, but we shall wait and see. Little interferences do happen. What I want to talk about today, I don't know whether you do what I do, but I flirt around the internet and flirt around YouTube on days where I've got nothing better to do, or I'm a little bit ill, so I fill my time doing non-important things to divert my mind away from my pain. And there seems to be a lot of talk at the moment out there about this asteroid that's coming our way. If you believe what's happening on the internet, we are, well, heading for destruction in any and all kind of ways come September time, whether it be the end of days, whether it be CERN, or whether it be this particular asteroid. The asteroid that they're talking about, if you've not seen any of the videos or read the articles about it, it's called VR116. And I just wanted to kind of put my 2 penneth or 2 cents worth out there for really to put into focus what I feel kind of about this. So it's going to be a relatively short video, but I kind of hope that a lot of people will get involved. This is obviously not like the conspiracy theories videos that I've done, and I'm going to change the word conspiracy theories to alternate theories, because when you use the word theory, everybody's entitled to their own ideas. So I'm going to change it from conspiracy to alternative. This is kind of something that will happen. Now, I'm not saying it will happen when everybody's saying that it will happen, and the date that they're throwing out there right now is the 23rd/24th of September this year. Now, this one will be a planet killer, very much like as is outlined in the films Deep Impact and well, what's it called? Can't remember. Come to me. Bruce Willis, you know, oil driller, that guy. Armageddon. That's a fella. It's all in there somewhere. So this is going to be a planet killer. So what's my thoughts on this? Well, kind of what's my thoughts are is, if anybody isn't aware of how asteroids actually work, in effect, the galaxy that we live in is, for want of a better terminology, a snooker table or a pool table with balls strewn around all over the place. Now, all it takes is for one ball to be hit into another ball or group of balls at enough pace for any 1 or 2, possibly 3 of those other balls to be cannoned off in all sorts of directions. And because space is a big place, there is very little to slow these things down, and very little things for these things to hit generally. So what you've got in space is the asteroid belt, which is spinning around and has got lumps of rock of all varying sizes, some the size of a pebble, others the size of a truck, others even bigger than that. And as I say, all it takes is a rogue rock to thunder its way into the asteroid belt, hitting a number of the undisturbed rocks that are floating around in the asteroid belt, to cannon those off to different parts of the cosmos. Now, this is obviously what's happened with this particular item that's heading our way right now. The problem is, to a certain extent, is that if it is the case that this is going to hit Earth, two things. If we'd have known about it sooner, for instance, and I don't know exactly how long we've known about it, but if we'd known about it sooner, there's actually little we can do, to be perfectly honest. As we're well aware, the dinosaurs were wiped out by an asteroid strike, which ended all life on Earth by means of a massive ash cloud in the sky, blocking out all sunlight, all vegetation stops growing, therefore all the animals that eat on vegetation die, therefore there's no food source for the predators, the carnivores, therefore they die, and so on and so forth. Going on in the future, of course, the cloud then clears and balance is restored to the Earth and life starts to prosper once more. And that's been the case till we get to us. So let's hypothetically, if we'd have known about this years ago, potentially, there is a possibility. The scientists think that they can, in theory, fire a focus laser beam to this particular rock, heat it up, which will cause it to fracture, hopefully to fracture in a number of smaller pieces, and then for that to slow it down enough and splinter off into different directions. They're not convinced that will work, probably why they've not even tried it. Another option that they feel that they can do is send up a rocket-powered drone, which will head towards the asteroid that's flying in. It will then fly parallel to the asteroid, and as you'll be aware, anything of any size exerts a form of gravity. You know, it doesn't matter how small or big an object is, it will have a gravitational pull on any bodies that are next to it. Obviously, if it's next to a bigger object, the bigger object will have far more influence on the smaller one, and so on and so forth. So the idea is that they send up this drone ship, which then parks itself next to the asteroid, flying at the same speed, and the rocket-powered ship has a course whereby very, very slowly it alters its course, pulling away, and that will, because the rocket ship is exerting a gravitational pull on the asteroid, will over time pull the asteroid with it, and they will both veer off away from the trajectory which is going to slam it into Earth. They haven't done that either. I do see more worthiness within that theory, I have to say, but you would have to have knowledge of a particular object for so long for that to happen. So why is this unusual? Well, the answer is it's not. Not really. If you've ever looked at the moon through a decent pair of binoculars or through a telescope, you will see that it's peppered with craters, which is indicative of it being battered by objects flying through space at ridiculous speeds, and those collisions have happened over millennia. We here on Earth are hit constantly by objects, and I'm not too sure where it is, and guys in the US, please let me know. Colorado or Utah or somewhere like Arizona maybe, there is the mile-wide crater which is there, which I believe is now a national monument, I think. This thing was hit, you know, we were hit by an asteroid, leaving this massive dent in the surface of the Earth with the impact of multiple megatons of nuclear bomb. That will have thrown up a cloud into the sky. It could have been that killed off the dinosaurs. We just don't know. So is it unusual? No, it's not. Is it going to happen? Absolutely. Will it happen in September? Not sure. Will it happen in the future? Definitely sure. Definitely sure. And the chances are that will be the end of us, the planet, all animals, plant life, and so on and so forth. Is there anything we can do about it at the moment? No, I don't think so, not really. We can't send a team of drillers up there to do what Bruce Willis did. We can't actually drill in and put in a number of nuclear devices to blow it up and splinter it from the inside. As they said in the films, Deep Impact, all you succeed in doing then is turning one big object into multiple objects. So are we alright, this thing coming to Earth, will it not burn up in the atmosphere? Sadly no, too big. It will undoubtedly reduce its size coming through the atmosphere. Of course it will. It will burn the outer material, but let's say for instance it has a core of both stone and metal, perhaps that will survive, and even if it is only kind of half the size that we think this asteroid is, it will still be a planet killer. So there's kind of nothing we can do to this. So I'm kind of saying we need to be resigned to the fact that at some point, whether it be September this year or September in 10 years' time or September in 100 years' time, we will be hit by something. And that something may well be the end of all of us. Now, if it is in 100 years' time, we may have come up with some form of technology to actually deal with incoming asteroids, and we may have a better detection rate for incoming asteroids. I guess the detection rate of incoming asteroids is a little bit like the detection rate of earthquakes and tsunamis and things like that. Was it 15 minutes notice? Not a lot. Not a lot. So kind of that's what I'm seeing a lot of panic about on the internet right now. Unfortunately, as I think it says in one film that I can never remember the name of, a person generally is a logical, clear thinking animal that will sit down and figure out problems and come up with a solution, whereas people as a species are scared, frightened, panicky animals that once they're given some form of bad news will run for the hills as fast as they can and will kill anybody who gets in their way. Will the people around the world who prepare for natural disasters survive? Initially, maybe. You will have to have had so long to prepare, to have enough water, to have enough food, to have enough protection. You'd have to be deep enough down in the earth not to be affected by this climatic event, or should I say cataclysmic event. So if you're a prepper, good for you, but I'm not really thinking that you will want to survive in a world that's dead when you come out of your cave or your tunnels or whatever else that you may have dug or prepared. Even if the elite have the hidden cities that they say to have, who are they going to come out to rule? There'll be nobody left. So what I'm saying here is have a look around the internet if you've not done already. There's lots and lots of panicky videos out there about the 23rd, 24th of September this year. And take my advice, if it turns out to be true, don't panic. There's very little we can do about it. You're unlikely to survive, and if we do start seeing it in the sky, because we will, and it will certainly be covered by the news, max out your credit cards, draw all the money out of your bank and have a great time. And that's probably the best advice I can give you, because it's what I'd be doing, I think, you know, for the last few days of September. So that's it for this one. Are we doomed? Definitely, but not necessarily this year, you know. Certainly at some point in the future, and maybe at that point in the future, you and I, me making this and you watching this, may not be around anyway. So it might not be our problem. So there you go, VR116, the asteroid that is heading our way, apparently. thanks for watching. I hope this has kind of tickled your fancy. Obviously something different as always. I've done a couple of watch related videos in the last few days. I just thought it was time to do one of those things that's a little bit out there. Try and track down some of the information on YouTube about VR116. I've just put in asteroid September 2015. I'm sure something will come up, and let me know what you think. There's a lot of people out there who are convinced that this is going to happen. Anyway, that's it for this one. We are off now to watch tennis. Oh yes indeed. Djokovic, Federer, Gasquet and Murray playing today. I do have my ideas who will get through. I've been speaking to Bob from Brisbane and I've given him my prediction, what I think will happen. It is in the comments somewhere if you find it. So let me know what your feelings are about this today. Down below as always, comments, queries, questions, any ideas about this kind of rubbish that you might be interested in, stuff that's outside the world of watches that you want me to put my finger on and have a look at it and wangle it around in my head and produce some sort of video. If this is your first time here, it's not always like this. There are some serious stuff, there's some less than serious stuff, and there's stuff about watches of course. Have a look through my old stuff and see if you like it, and if you do, please subscribe. As always, I will no doubt have a number of thumbs down. Have no idea why this will be offensive to anybody. So if you do enjoy this, give me a couple of thumbs up just to balance things out. Bring peace to the universe and all that kind of thing. Anything else that you want to put my way, by all means let me know. And as always, great to talk to you. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.